what's going on, Knights? Critical Redemption here, bringing you another game review, and Fallout 4 has finally come into my attention, and I'm going to be reviewing it for you guys. So let's get quickly into the story. The story is pretty straightforward and similar to most of the Fallout series. Your family is selected to reside in a vault, as usual, while the Big Bang that goes boom and destroys all civilization topside. So we're in Boston this time. While waiting to get back onto the surface, you're frozen and put to sleep. In the midst of sleep, 200 years to be exact pass by. I mean, how would you feel? 200 years, and then you're awoken by this murderous death of your wife and the thief of your young infant son, Sean. Your quest in the game is to track down the hoes who took Sean and connect again with your son. Easier said than done, sadly. So, another thing I'd like to say, Fallout 4's story isn't going to win any awards for best writing ever, and that's true because all these games are just basically open world and they're focused on the gameplay. But it will win for good motivation to search the wastelands of Boston for the sole reason your character still wishes to live, which is the great thing about the story. The powerful bond between father and son is a strong one, but it's also believable from the beginning to end, and that's what I really like about the story from playing the game. It's good enough to reason for your character to keep pushing along after causing massive amounts of havoc along the way while staying alive by the skin of your teeth around every corner of the wastelands. What a massive wasteland it is, folks, seriously. And you even get a companion. I mean, you get to have a companion. German Shepherd dog, beautiful dog, one of my favorite dogs, and he'll be roaming with you everywhere. That's if you decide to keep him roaming with you. But that's basically it for the story, and that's how it covers. So let's get into this review and see what I think about Fallout 4. So gameplay for this title. This game has tons of things to do, and I mean right now, like as you can see in this video, you have this power armor, and what the power armor consists of, it's basically like, think about it as Fallout 3's Brotherhood of Steel armor, but this armor lets you get inside like Iron Man, and I like the whole Iron Man reference to it, and it's huge and bulky, but at the same time you need these power cores, these fusion cores, to put it inside in order to activate the suit. But also the customization in this game lets you take anything you want, any piece throughout the whole wasteland of Boston, find pieces for your suit, and go back to your little station and be able to customize your suit. That's one of the main things in this game. Also, the gameplay, you could either go in first person mode and third person mode. First person mode, it makes you feel like you're in the game, but also third person mode, compared to Fallout 3, they have fixed it massively, and it's a lot better. You can tell that, you know, Fallout 3 kind of had this like stiff animation to it, but in Fallout 4 it's basically buffed up, and you can tell the difference that they took their time so you could enjoy actually seeing your character in action, and that's what I really like. But as for the gameplay, you're here first person, taking out the raiders, shooting them, collecting things. You're going throughout the wasteland, and it's your play area. You could do whatever the hell you want. You could meet whoever you want. Even you can meet people and make decisions. You could even fall in love with people and get into sexual tensions, which is really awesome. I didn't think this game would have it, but you know, it did. This game is like a beefed up version of Fallout 3, and I really like that. It really excited me, and the gameplay is top notch. I mean, this gameplay is so much fun right now. You get into these fight with these freaking zombie looking things, Death Claws looking like freaking Bowser combined with the, what the hell's that clown's name from Spawn, but you know exactly what I'm talking about if you're a comic book fan. Also, another thing I'd like to say is the companion. You could do a companion. You could walk around with your dog, you could walk around with Cogsworth, and all these different people, but you can only have one companion at a time, so don't get too excited. And that's mostly it for the gameplay for this part of this title, so it's a lot of fun. Definitely check it out. Now the graphics. Upping the ante for this Fallout game, Bethesda Studios has given you a huge amount of land to explore, and I mean a lot. In its current form, it is quite possibly the dwarf of Fallout 3, and that's pretty true. What's even more impressive than this Fallout 4 is its huge tract of land, and the amount of detail that they put into this game, guys, that comes with it is impressive. It's really, the visuals are very beautiful. You can tell it's a wasteland. Even Bethesda Studios seems to push the limits on the PlayStation 4 by making this god-awful world as alive and kicking as humanly possible, and I mean that by every way. You will have objects blowing in the wind, random storms cropping up, gassy dust winds blowing in, and beautifully detailed textures on rocks, trees, rotting corpses, and cars. Everything about how this place looks and feels puts you right into the heart of this dead land, which is freaking impressive. And it makes you feel like you're struggling to survive, which is the whole point of this game. Now, the visuals push this theme hard and don't let go through the majority of this game, which is really freaking awesome. You can see the details of this land from afar, and which is new to the series because of many limitations to the PlayStation 3 and 360. So this is why they brought this game out into this generation. This took 4 years to do, and oh my god. Speaking of gorgeous and a bit creepy, the character models still have some leftover animation from last generation, which is okay, I guess, because you got to think about it. They're very, concentrating on the land itself. Though they do contain some improvements, for example, you'll still get a lot of the stiff handiness that you're used to seeing from the last generation consoles. For the life of me, I can't understand why the industry hasn't figured out good hand movements. I mean, seriously. As the facial movements and body structures in general have improved over time in gaming, although this isn't just a Bethesda thing. You know, it's lots of developers. But getting back into this, still prevalent in Fallout 4. Outside of pretty compliments like this, the facial animations of the characters have improved massively, and there's a lot more detail on the faces and a lot more expressions that move beyond dead-eye look, which is awesome. Character models overall have improved, in my honest opinion, though they still need some touching up, and that's mostly it for the graphic. Alright, my final verdict for this game, despite some graphical glitches I ran into, which were really small, I had such a fun time playing this game, and I'm still freaking playing it. I'm gonna be playing it for many months to come, and I'm probably gonna start over because this is how freaking awesome this game is. You know, not being huge Fallout fan, but when Fallout 3 in New Vegas came out, and this game was so anticipated for everyone to hear about it and come out. I honestly I'm having so much fun playing this. And one thing I also want to mention real quick, outside of weapons and armor crafting, you could also upgrade settlements, which I forgot to mention. While I'm still getting used to the settlement portion of it, I will admit having some issues initially figuring out how to upgrade and protect settlements under my command. I still had tons of fun. I mean, the monsters you run into, the customization you could do with your power suits, the people you meet are so immersed, and I love it. I mean, these people feel like they're actually out there in the wasteland trying to survive, and you know, trying to get your son back is a huge part of this game, and I really want to see what happens. I mean, I'm not even halfway done through this game, but just, you know, being able to take items and go scavenging. If you're a scavenger, you're gonna love this game. I mean, Skyrim, Oblivion, and Fallout 3 alone, and New Vegas are games that you'll have yourself throughout the whole world, and you'll be able to like discover everything. I mean, this game has it all. You can customize, you can build, you can make your own settlements. Like I said, it's just so much fun. Despite the glitches I ran into, like I said, they'll probably release like a patch or something to fix that, but you know how they are, Bethesda. And speaking of Bethesda, they're probably going to release that season pass. There's no way for me to get a season pass right now. just because I know they're going to release a Game of the Year edition. But my final verdict, I can't wait for this DLC to come out and see what other things they'll bring and push into this game. I'm having so much fun playing this, my fellow Fallout dwellers, and I'd give this game a solid 10 out of 10. Just because it's so awesome, and this game can be top contender for Game of the Year next to Witcher 3, next to Metal Gear Solid 5. So, with that being said, 10 out of 10 with Critical Redemption, and that's my final verdict for this game. Make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think on the comments below. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Until next time, Fallout Dwellers, take care and happy gaming, and as always, stay safe.